Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It is, of course, DJ Lee. Make sure you check out djlee247.com. And today we've got a Wiley video. However, it's slightly different to normal Wiley videos. This one isn't about Wiley arguing with anyone or Wiley calling anyone out just yet. This one is about Wiley being called out. So this was first brought to my attention on Instagram, where I saw Wiley share two screenshots or one post with two messages on from Twitter. Someone who he called Soca Sam has apparently been calling him out. So I looked into it a little deeper. The first Wiley post that you can see on screen says Soca Sam needs to be taught a lesson and he wants fans too, let's teach him. So then the two posts shared by Wiley. First one says, yep, thanks man. I don't know why they keep saying I'm trying to blow up off this. My music has nothing to do with it. I just hate racism and reserve racism, and I believe Jewish people have been, I guess that's meant to be, through enough. So basically he's saying this has nothing to do with his music, but people who are racist should be called up and essentially banned for racism. Next he goes on to say, guess what, I have no Jewish friends at all, but I look forward to working with, I guess he means, and meeting Jews in the music industry in the near future. That's inevitable. And I will never spit in their faces after they help me like Wiley did. So this guy, you know, without looking into it, he appears he's an up-and-coming person. He's mentioned music. He obviously wants to blow in the music scene. So for me, this instantly cries out that he's trying to use Wiley to get some clout, to get his music heard, and to essentially establish himself in the scene. His handle's UK Soca King, so I'm guessing he's based in the UK. He makes soca music. Wiley said his name's Soca Sam, but I believe it's Soca Samuel when you check into it. But anyway, I went on to his Twitter. This is the first thing I found. Hi Twitter. He tagged both Twitter handles. Please can you remove Wiley? He was banned for anti-Semitic rants on Twitter last year. He should not be allowed to make new profiles. So basically, straight up snitching. Whether you agree Wiley or not, you know, he's on there, just let him be. He's taken his time, he's been away. Essentially I'd say he's done the time. He did the crime, obviously, he's done the time, he's been away. He has come back with a new handle, and for me personally, you know, he hasn't said anything or gone back to the old ways at all, so let him live. Okay, so that's the first one I found. Obviously trying to use Wiley to get some clout. Seems to be working. Next one says, can't wait to speak on this tonight. So he said Wiley and his dumb fans can't take being called out. Apparently he's going live on his Instagram tonight, so as well as pushing his music, sounds like he's also trying to get a couple of followers on Instagram. Don't know what time that's gonna be, doesn't say, but he's talking about lack of remorse. Clearly just going at Wiley. I bet he probably doesn't even know what Wiley said originally. But anyway, we'll carry on. A couple of people have been sharing some of his videos. As I told you, he has, you know, he's got into people's heads here. He's got people like Rico Dan talking about it. Obviously everyone in the grime scene knows Rico from Roll Deep Days. He's basically commented on this video saying that the guy's dressed like a skinhead. I'm not going to play the video, I don't want to give him any attention, you know, in that aspect. Next, Mr. Sam. This was something that I found, you know, since he's talking about the whole Jew thing and stuff. He's put a post up saying, finally got past the Nazi regiment at my doctor's surgery and managed to get an appointment. I just think obviously from the Nazi history, comparing them to his doctor's surgery, it just doesn't make sense to me that you're calling Wiley out for what he said, yet you're referring to your doctors as a Nazi regiment. So someone's called him a rat, he's replied with rat, because I am standing with the Jewish community. Yet on the previous tweet he was calling his doctors a Nazi regiment. Because I believe they are being persecuted enough, people like Wiley should know better, as he is black and would be running his mouth if a Jewish or white person said black people hold this corn. Bullets. Reverse racism needs to be stomped out. Wiley should be banned for life due to his anti-Semitic views. Tagging Twitter again, so again, just more snitching. And then the last two things I've seen of him, people were sharing his video saying, what the F? Don't ever mention my bro again, obviously referring to Wiley, sharing some of his clips, not Wiley's clips, Soca Samuel's clips. He's replied, glad you enjoyed it, let me copyright strike you now. I'm not really sure you can copyright strike someone for sharing a clip of your video on Twitter. I mean, technically it's promotion for you, but they're not monetizing it or, you know, gaining from it in any way. Anyway, he seems to be copyrighting everyone who's sharing that clip, because someone else shared it here saying this is a guy trying to get Wiley down. He said, wow, 4k views, thanks for a free promo. Copyright strike coming your way. Again, I don't think we'll ever see that copyright strike. But yeah, just to summarize, it does seem as if this person is thinking, I've probably got some new music coming out, or I've just released something, it hasn't done as well as I wanted it to. How can I get people talking about me? How can I get people to see my music? So Wiley obviously recently coming back onto socials seems like an easy target, and for me, even though I don't agree with what this guy's doing, I would have to agree that it has worked. Wiley obviously shared a post from him. Wiley probably would never have shared one of these guys' posts previously. It's got people like Rico Dan and everyone who follows Wiley looking into it. You know, people like myself, I wouldn't have been searching for Soka Samuel this morning if this didn't happen. So yeah, fair play to him. You know, if this is what he was trying to achieve, I hope you get an extra 10,000 views on your video. Haven't listened to him myself, I'm not gonna give in to that, and it doesn't seem as if Wiley's that bothered. I mean, he shared the post, but he's got fans who will sort of speak out for him. It'd be interesting to see what this Soka Samuel guy does on his Instagram later if he does go live, and yeah, if I hear any more, I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.